button. So this is catching a live pre-recording of my main CeeLo Talks YouTube channel, which is a brand new channel, and really want to just freestyle today, get my chops up, and hopefully you'll like the topic I'm talking about today. If the audio sounds kind of weird on IG, it's because I'm going off of the phone microphone, and the Rode mic is actually connected to the HD. So if you want to catch the replay of the live, it's going to be in HD with all the advertisements and everything. So just want to see how's everybody doing out there. And first of all, I want to say I appreciate all the people out there that have supported me over the years, also supported me on all three of my channels. Actually, I have 4 channels, but one of them is really new. But if you supported me on Talks or Pixel Gamers or Education, I really appreciate y'all out there. So really what I got tonight, we freestyle. Oh, I wanted to show you something that I've been working on. This is my little, what I would call like a scavenger type of keyboard. And if you see me looking this way, I'm looking at YouTube. So what do y'all think? It's basically Bluetooth, but I call it a scavenger keyboard because I found different keys and just kind of scrapped it together. So this is some of the things I sell on my store and on my Macari. So, if you want to check out my Macari, definitely I'll leave a link in the description. And definitely YouTube people, y'all know exactly where to find those links. Like I said, I appreciate everybody that has supported me over the years as far as purchasing merchandise from me. But got a couple things. I'm always taking notes on my cell phone when an idea comes to my head, and I always think it's important to do that. Like sometimes we'll think of great ideas, but we'll never like write it down or jot it down in our notes. And those could be some heavy hitters. Like those could be major ideas that blow up later. So when you're actually having your ideas, you want to make sure that you write them down. So there's a couple of things that I want to talk about. Me as being an entrepreneur for over 14 years, been ups and downs, highs and lows, been through the muck and mire and the dirt, and also been through like those high times where, you know, you're flawless. You're always kind of up at the top, you know, the cream rises to the top. But really what I want to say tonight, this is going to be a very important live for those who are creative people, independent people, self-motivating type people, who are looking to make a way for themselves. Now, I'm going to talk about two things, kind of like working 9-to-5 job versus kind of working as an independent entrepreneur, some of the challenges that you may run into. But I want to focus on this topic first. And this was one of the topics that came to mind. And this is actually a printout from my phone. And technology is crazy, you know, nowadays where you could just hit print on a phone. We never had nothing like this. So the topic I wanted to talk about, and YouTube is not going to get the intro. Y'all are getting the actual live of this. So the topic for tonight is you must work a job, but it's not what you think. You must work a job, but it's not what you think. Creating a job is still work. Now, in life, the way life things are set up, you know, especially if you're a book believing or Bible believing person, this old saying goes, a man shouldn't eat it if he don't work. The thing about like what I always thought about jobs is, and I've been working jobs 30 plus years and always working for another company. And believe me, I'm the type of person that really works hard, gives my best foot forward, and puts all the effort I can into something and everything I do, you know, because your work and your name is important. I've seen that side of it. And then I've also, while I worked as an independent, building a business, putting the bricks down, trying to elevate my own independent thing. And I see it from that side too. A lot of people believe that if you're not putting in an application, or if you're not going on a job site, or somebody's not writing your check, that means that you're not working or you don't have a job. And that could be farthest from the truth. So this up and coming year is going to be a great opportunity. It's going to be a reset for a lot of people out here. I don't care if you're an artist, paint, draw, sculpt, architect, plumber. I don't care if you just like doing skits, like doing comedy. This is your year. And the one thing I want to point out is these opportunities are only if you take advantage of it. What I mean by that is there is a lot of platforms out right now. There's a lot of opportunities to make revenue and income, especially off social media and affiliates and sponsorships. And my advice to you is just try, put yourself out there and see what happens. Eventually you can start getting better and better at it. And then eventually it'll turn into some form of revenue for you. So some of the dynamics, and I'm trying to do a contrast and comparison between your 9 to 5 and your business. Normally when you work entrepreneurship, there's a couple of things we could talk about. Pay, for example, right? So with pay, normally in a regular 9 to 5, you would work 2 weeks, a week, or a whole month before you get your money. Now, in the contrast, entrepreneurship kind of works on the terms that you set. So for me, for example, I always get my money paid up front. So if I'm doing any type of jobs or work or anything like that, I get paid up front. If I'm making sales on merchandise, or if I'm, selling something on site, money comes up front first. So that's the contrast. So you can set your terms how you get paid. You could do a half and half, or you could do a pay on completion. Me in particular, I like get my money up front, and I don't like waiting for my cash. So, and I always recommend, especially people who are doing creative work that takes a lot of time, go ahead and get your payment up front first. At least get half. Me, I don't like doing half and half. I like getting my money up front. Some clients you will lose because they want to do half and half or payment on completion, and that's okay. I'd rather build my clientele base off of people that can adjust to the terms that I like. So, so contrasting things. Okay. So normally in a 9 to 5, what they'll do is they'll take your taxes and your percentage of tax out of your check before you get the money. Some of the advantages with entrepreneurship and running your own business or self-employment is you can pay your taxes after you get your money. So you get your money up front first. You can pay a year or quarterly or monthly. So the advantage with that is you get the money first. And say, for example, you want to take your money, invest it, flip it, then pay the taxes. Then you got your hands on your money. You don't have to wait to the end of the year to get a refund. Another thing I want to point out is if you're running a business, self-employed entrepreneurship, you can do write-offs. So it will reduce your taxable income. And that's a whole other topic. So what I really like about that is you get to save a lot of money, and you get to grow and build your business. So, for example, if you running a landscaping business, you can buy equipment, you can buy fertilizer, seeds, and everything like that. And every year that you make your money, you can take like 20-30%, or however much you want, roll it back into the business, and it always elevates and appreciates the business. So some of the contrasts with that is on a 9 to 5, normally you just work in your occupation. You can get a promotion, but you can also get a raise. But normally that raise is not that much, and you're really not investing in a company unless you're buying stocks or something in the company. So the reality of it is you've got to work, and I've got to work. Everybody has to work, but your work doesn't have to look all the same. We're in an era now where you can create your job. You can be a consultant. There's food critics. There's everything. And it's better to do something that you enjoy. So like I said, I've had experience working many places, from fast food to education to working in a lab. I've worked so many jobs, summer camps, and just all kinds of stuff. So I have a wide perspective on the contrast between working a 9 to 5 and also working entrepreneurship. So those of you who are going to catch a replay on this, if I repost on Instagram, you can drop in the comment section what you do, whether you work 9 to 5 or whether you run your business, and which one you like better. So here's the stigma. When you're creating your job, there's two things you're gonna have to understand. And this is another thing that I made notation of, and it's kind of connects to the topic, is nobody's gonna help you. I wrote down, nobody's gonna help you as an entrepreneur, and only other entrepreneurs understand. This is what I mean by that. So if you're starting a business, most people will look at you one or two ways, as a mom and pop or on the level of a corporate. So what I mean by that is, say, for example, you make a sale and then somebody wants a return on a sale. On Amazon, it's guaranteed. You send the shipping is paid and all that. But you, as a smaller business, you may not be able to afford to accept returns. So it's expectations that's different from the customer base, based on, what they're used to as far as customer service. So you got to keep that in mind. Like, nobody is coming to rescue you. You have to be like thorough. You got to be hard. You got to be like really built for it. And you got to be a go-getter. Some days are going to be slow. Some days you're not going to make what you expect. Other days you're going to make a killing. Shoot, you're going to make, I remember some days I made a certain amount of money that was half my salary in a matter of a week, my normal salary on a regular job in a week. Sometimes I would make a certain amount of money in one day. And the only reason why that happens is persistency, sticking with it. But as an entrepreneur, I would recommend that don't expect people to give you a handout. Do good quality work, good quality service, sell good quality products. If you're doing media or you presented something, do the best quality visuals, whatever you can do, because people are not going to give you a handout. People are not going to support you just willy-nilly just because you got your handout. You got to give the viewers and the customers something to see, something to hear, something to listen to. If you're a cook, something to taste, and it's got to be on point, or you got to bring something different or unique to the table. So this live is really for the entrepreneurs and people who are considering entrepreneurship. I'm just being honest with you. In 2025, you got to go all out. You can't hold back. You got to go in there as if you own this, as if I'm here. This is me. And really doing this live has got my wheels going back. I feel like I'm coming back to form. And, you got to have that confidence and really present yourself and, show the world what you have to offer. But nobody's coming to your rescue as an entrepreneur. So do good work, have good customer service, keep your customers happy, keep them coming back and returning to you. Be innovative, think of new things and new products and new ways to, spin stuff and present your content, for example. So content creation is one facet of my business, which I'm going to invest much more in coming into 2025. But I really wanted to, talk about this topic because I want to encourage y'all going into 2025 and making sure that y'all are putting your best foot forward. And the reason why I said only entrepreneurs understand is who is supporting you. So most people, for example, if you're doing something and they're used to, like, okay, let's say you're selling pots and pans. Walmart sells pots and pans. Your pots and pans cost twice as much as Walmart's pots and pans, but they're very similar. You got to convince the customer that, well, if your products are on the same level, but just a little more, why it's a good reason to invest in you? Are you going to get their products quicker to you? Are you going to get new models out quicker than Walmart? Are you going to guarantee that you make it convenient for the customer? Are you going to give people tips and tricks on recipes? Or you got to add something to differentiate yourself and let the customer know that it's worth the investment to spend money with you. So and other entrepreneurs, and what's sad that I don't see a lot is other entrepreneurs will see another entrepreneur struggling, might not getting sales, and guess what? They won't help them out. I see an entrepreneur that has a product, and I make sure I purchase or support. Drop a cash app, drop a super chat. If you got a hot dog stand, I don't even buy the hot dogs. I just drop money right there and say keep it moving, because what people don't realize is entrepreneurs have to build it from the foundation up. They have to build it brick by brick, going from the bottom up. And then once you have a little bit of a foundation, then you can start building the house. But with a 9 to 5, you just sign in the application, you go on your interview, and if they like you, or if they think you can be good for the job, you get hired. Not so easy as an entrepreneur. We got expenses, we got taxes, we got operational costs, advertising costs. It's all worth it. But you really got to be built for this. And what I encourage people, if you're out there, if you're creative and you have the ability to support other entrepreneurs, support them. And those that get support, you support them as well. So even if you can't do it monetarily, if you can help out, move crates, wrap bags, or, whatever you can do. Be a hand to another entrepreneur and help them be successful. But guys, I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's much harder than working a 9 to 5. Much harder to do. So if you see a guy with a hot dog stand, or with a hamburger stand, or with a taco truck, and you can go to this restaurant and spend your money, but come on, every once in a while you gotta go there and support your locals. You know what I'm saying? That's grassroots foundation. But yeah, I just want to say I really appreciate everybody out there who supported me over the years. And, I realized that a lot of people that donated to me, bought my products, purchased stuff online, just said hello, drop in, or just view my content, didn't have to do it, didn't have to spend time, didn't have to subscribe, didn't have to like any videos, and you guys did. So I really appreciate that, and I have to say thank you to everybody out there for doing that for me. But definitely don't be discouraged if you can't get a job, or if you're filling out hundreds of applications or thousands of applications and you just can't seem to lock down a job. What I would recommend is figure out something you're good at, figure out something that you really enjoy and like, and figure out how to monetize it. Figure out a way to take what you love to do, what you're good at. I don't care if it's conversations, giving advice, if you're a financial guru, whatever you like to do, artist, whatever. Put down what you like to do, what you're good at, and find a way to monetize it. It doesn't have to be complex or nothing like that. And if you're working part-time and trying to, how's the word for it, make different ends meet, or trying to earn extra money, figure out something you could do as a side hustle, because another thing I learned over time is, like, when people are doing the same thing, the competition can get real thick. So say, for example, if you're doing like Uber Eats, or if you're doing Poshmark, Postmate, you may find out that there's a lot of people doing that. And you might not have a stake in that kind of market, because the people that have gotten in there early, they're rocking it out, they're killing it. So you got to find a means to either find your own market share, like maybe you could deliver in certain areas that don't get that much service, or you got to be quick on the draw, and I'm not sure, but main point I'm saying is, sometimes you got to carve your own avenue out to become successful. And success is relative, So some people's perception of success is have a lot of possessions or have a lot of money. Some other people's perception of success is to be able to maintain your status of living. And others feel as if being successful is affecting people's lives, being motivational. So it's almost like you got to figure out what success means to you and work towards that. But 2025 is going to be a great year. and I'm speaking into existence. But yeah, so we all got to work, but I want this video to be about start thinking about ways to think of creative jobs and work that you could do for yourself. So don't be locked into one type of mindset. Just think about ways that you could implement yourself, what you like to do, what you're good at, and figure out a way to monetize it. So even at the level that I'm at right now, I'm not even at, let's say, 1,000 subs on YouTube yet, but I'm close. But once I hit 1,000 subs on YouTube, that'll be an additional revenue stream that'll come from YouTube. Now, want to mention this: you can still make money off of YouTube without receiving ad revenue. Meaning, you can get partnered on YouTube before you get ad revenue. So they give you different avenues and different ways to make money, and you could also use it as a plug. Same thing with Instagram. So yeah, man, let's get it. 2025 is just don't be discouraged if the job market is bad. You are the market. Shoot, if you're working for a car cleaning company, you know all the chemicals that get used, you know what tools that they use, and you know what people want as far as how to do their vehicle. Shoot, take some of that money you're getting from your check, buy your own equipment, order the chemicals, and then start cleaning cars. The beautiful part about it is you get paid right then and there. You get your Apple Pay, you get your Cash Apps, whatever you want, and you get paid right on the spot. You don't have to wait for a check. So these are just some things, and I got tons of topics, and tonight I didn't want to just ramble on, but yeah, I just wanted to show. I'll show it one more time. So this is one of the little things I do. I do a lot of stuff because I'm just having fun with life, guys, and this is one of the things, my little keyboard. I call this a scavenger keyboard because this is something I put together off of random keys that I found and put this together. I think it looks pretty nice. What y'all think? But appreciate y'all tuning in. Like I said, I'm gonna be hitting more topics, but this one, once again, on the HD resolution on the replay with the ads, is gonna be, the topic is gonna say everybody needs to work a job, but it's not what you think. So guys, thank you for tuning in. Like I said, it took me a while to set up. Hopefully you like the new set, but it took me a little minute to set up this new set, and I don't even have the mic together. So if you listen to me on IG, it's the mic off the phone, and YouTube, you're getting a Rode mic. So if it sounds a little clearer, it's because the Rode mic is connected. But hopefully y'all doing good out there. We're gonna have a productive year. Be happy, be motivated. Us entrepreneurs, let's get that bag. Also, if you're considering starting a business, do it. Do it. What you waiting on? We only got so many years on this earth. So I'm here to motivate you. If I can do it, anybody can do it. So I'm going to get on out of here because I got to go. Actually, I was supposed to go live 2 hours ago on my gaming channel. So I'll probably hit up maybe, what time is it right now? 1 o'clock. Probably hit up a little gaming, 30 minutes to an hour. And then, after that, I got to actually play L.A. Noire. That's one of my favorite detective games. So on IG, you'll actually catch the live of that probably tomorrow morning. And I will be playing a point and click game later on that day. Also for the Ed channel, I do have content. I'm actually building a second motorbike. So, but I got to adjust some things because on the second motorbike, it's, how do I put it? The frame doesn't fit the four-stroke 49cc. So, like I said, let's get it, y'all. 2025 coming up, and let's get that bag. All right, guys, take it easy. Like I said, in the comment sections, hit me up if you have any questions. And YouTube land, you'll be seeing this live tomorrow. And IG, you'll be seeing the 4K tomorrow. All right, peace.